All right, guys, let's do our last video where we'll be talking about entry, TP, and stop loss. How to go about setting those ones, ne? So let's start. So on entry, like I said, we can have instant, limit, or stop. We can have stop orders or limit order. So now it comes a point you can say when you're only going to enter instantly with all your setups, and then someone can say, "Now I want limit orders." The other one can say, "I'm doing stop orders." So at the end of the day, the decision is yours, ne? But now what I can tell you, Goring, if let's say I'll show you another scenarios. Let's say we're going up, ne? And then the price comes back to the trend line, ne? When it comes to the trend line, if I don't have, remember, between the trend line and the area of support and resistance, the most important thing, or the most critical thing that the price is going to react to more than the other thing is the support and resistance more than the trend line, ne? So that's why if the price comes back to the trend line and I don't have a support to an area of support to support the trend line, then I'm not going to go and put and enter instantly. I can enter, let me show you. I'm not going to go and put a limit order. I'm not going to say limit order when the price comes in, then it executes my thing. No, I can enter instantly in a sense that when it comes down, I'll wait for pin bar, maybe another one, or even if it's just one pin bar, then at least it will show me that the bulls are about to take over, or at least they are showing they are fighting, then they can win the battle. That's when I can enter instantly after seeing the pin bar. Or I can enter with a stop order, because remember the pin bar, another thing that you need to know, a pin bar, maybe I forgot to mention it on the previous video, but I've been preaching about this one to say that when you have a pin bar, we expect the price to break the range of the pin bar and come to the other side. If it doesn't, then the pin bar is pointless. So when you can say after forming the pin bar, you can go and put a buy stop above it and say, if this range is broken, then at least I know the bulls have taken over. So that's why when it's coming down, if I don't have my area of support, I can enter instantly after the pin bar, or after the pin bars are formed, I can enter with a stop order. I can go and put a buy stop, ne? But now, how would I enter with an instant with the limit order then? Remember, I'm saying as much as we have the support, we have the trend line and we have the support and resistance as our key significant areas, ne? But the most important one is support and resistance over trend line. So if let's say we have a support here, and then all the time frames on your combinations, they are pointing up, and then the next area of resistance is still 5, you still have a big profit margin, like there's nothing that is pointing to the downside, then even when the price is still here, I can put buy limit there, because I know I don't have anything that is pushing the price against me. I can put a buy limit so that I know even if I am sleeping or I'm busy and the price comes back, then it's going to execute my thing, and then I'm expecting it to go up. So that's how you go about entering your trade. Instantly, we can enter instantly after having the confirmation, after seeing those pin bars, or after seeing an engulfing pattern. Or I can enter with a limit order if I see that everything is pointing up and I don't have anything that is sort of pushing the price down, that is saying we're gonna go down, then I can put a limit order. Or I can put a stop order after forming the pin bars, and I know that the pin bars, for me to trust them, they need to break the range and go above. Then after forming the pin bars, I can put a buy stop above those pin bars and then expect the price to go up. That's how you enter. So we are done with the first part of our video, which is what entry. We know how to enter. Now it comes the point of what? The stop loss. How do I place a stop loss? Remember, we are buying at this area of support, ne? If I'm buying here, ne, my stop loss can be anywhere in between this. I must leave some space and put it somewhere there, because remember, we do have that thing of what? Undershooting or overshooting. Some people, they will say it's a stop hand. So sometimes the price will come here, but before the market closes, it only closes the pin bar. So if your stop loss was too tight, you're most likely gonna suffer there. So to try and give the price enough room for it to play around, we'll always leave enough space in and put the stop loss there. That's how you place a stop loss. And then when your order is executed and then it goes up, and if here we were risking $50, we're risking 50, né? Once the price has moved and our profit is running at 100, we have got an option number 1, close half of the trade and leave the stop loss where it is, or close half and move to break even, né? Those are the options that you have when the price has moved double your thing. And then if let's say it moves up and then it forms another demand or area of support and then it goes up, you must take your stop loss and put it below the new support. That's how you manage your trade. That's how you move around the thing of stop loss. But once you have moved it double, then we are more than welcome to close half of our profit and leave the stop loss where it is, which is still underneath here, or we can take it up and put it above the break even. Then we can also, once we are forming new zones or new areas, we can move our stop loss up, move our stop loss up, just like that. So we are also done with the concept of what? Stop loss. Then lastly, the concept that we will be talking about again, take profit. Now it comes a point here, now how do I manage the point here? How do I manage my take profit? Remember, still the same scenario, né? Let's do it like this, up, and then pause, up, né? The trend line is here, we agree. And then this pause is the nearest support we have, né? And then if let's say the price, it turns there and then it comes back, I can buy at that support, which is still above the trend line, and I can buy whichever decision you take to go instantly with the limit order or buy stop, like I already mentioned, you go and buy. But remember, we need to have at least 2:1 to the nearest resistance. So if here we're risking 50, still using the same example with 50, where the price turned, it found some resistance, that's why it turned. So we want the space between this and where it turned to be at least double, so that should the price go up and bounce there again and come back, I would have gotten my chance. Because I remember I said when it moves double, when it moves by 100, you can move to break even, or you can close half, or you can do whatever you want with the stop loss. So we want it to give me at least double there, so that when it moves up, at least I have a chance to close half and move to break even. Because we don't want to take a trade where we will be how can I put this, where we'll be trading and then we are risking 70 and then take profit is 60. This is gambling. We can't do that. We want to make sure that we are risking at least, we are trying to make at least what we are risking, so that even if I lose 2 trades, if let's say every trade that I take, I'm risking $50, né? So I'm trying to make sure that even if I lose 2 trades and win 2 trades, remember, if I lose 2 trades, how much have I lost? I lost 50 times 2, which means I've lost $100. And then remember, I'm targeting at least double. If I win 2 trades is gonna be what? 100. So I've won what? 200. So I minus what I lost, and then it means at the end of the day, even though I haven't won in terms of the total, I won 2 and lost 2, but at the end of the day, I made money. But if you are trading with this, risking 50 to make 50, if you lose 2, you're in trouble. For you to recover that 2, you need to win 2. If you lose another one, then you'll be in huge negative. So that's why I'm saying where the price turns there at the top, it must be at least double, so that I have a chance to move to break even and close some of my profits, or to close completely. It's up to you. So that's how you set up your TP. And the next one is going to be what? If this is H1, the next TP is going to be at our H4 resistance, or H4 trend line, or whatever structure or poison structure we may have. Then that's how you go about what? Entry, stop loss, and take profit. So that's how you go about managing these 3. And then that's it. So now I'm gonna go and create a playlist, guys, for you to be able to access these concepts. I'll put them in one place. So you just need to make sure that you refer your friends, whoever that you know that are trying to learn price action, but they are struggling. We bring them this side, and then they will find the playlist where they just click the playlist. I'll put them in a sequence that they just have to watch them in that sequence. Then they should be Georgia. And don't forget to subscribe there. I will see you tomorrow when the markets are opened. All right, have yourself a great night.